Okay, I'm just a little bit not inspired, but I'm going to sit and do this for about 5 minutes. Bad backlighting here, but we're experimenting with the record video from a webcam that's available out on YouTube. Um, and we'll talk a little bit about units now, one more time. I'd find a dead horse and thump it, but I had the first student come through finally and do a units quiz, get them all correct, um, and all of them aren't even all the units you need to learn. So once you start threading these things together and realize that pretty much the foot pound second or the slug feet second set of units and the kilogram meter second set of units builds all other units, you can then go on over to the power side where you start talking about charge, in terms of coulombs, and amps in terms of amperes, where an ampere is a coulomb per second, etc. You can then build to the final set of units that you're going to need to know to go back and forth between the world that we really don't spend a lot of time on in civil engineering, at least in our program here, and that is the electromagnetic force world. So we know of the force due to gravity, we know centripetal force. Remember that V squared over R for the centripetal acceleration times the mass. Um, we know about torque. Well, the last one that we really do get involved with in some way, shape, or form when we start pumping things is this question of electrical force and the like. So it's one of those great, I guess, triangles, if you would, um, like force, pressure, and area. The same general mathematics, and it is worth then delving into so you have a building block to do all of your true unit stuff, which is then this check against those who would say that there is a little bit of math and science and engineering. Uh, I just talked to a friend who got back from a conference. It was an extension conference. Extension is essentially when state governments, local governments get out and work with people in the field, whether that be agriculture or city work. And the whole point of the conference was, in fact, copyright is dead, more or less. This concept that we are training you for jobs and fields that may not exist yet. Um, and perhaps some of the things that we're training you that exist now will go away. Um, I don't know that that completely is ever true in civil engineering because we are going to generate waste and need to deal with that waste. We're going to need to get from here to there on roads or some sort of transportation system. People tell me the car isn't going away. Um, we'll see. So this is just sitting recording off a webcam and letting you know that units are important. And so we finally come to this. We each need to get a special unit name so that when we go into our special unit name or pseudonym or personality, we have the power of knowing units. And if we don't have that power, or if we somehow decide that we cannot put together 10 or 20 sets of units, that it's unimportant, that in fact our calculators will save the day or our computers will save the day, we are going to be like the sixth grader who never quite learned the times tables. And I will let you know that burden bears upon many people forever and ever. Um, Puts them in a disadvantage in a store, puts them in a disadvantage in a negotiation. And some of you may be in that boat. And realistically, if you are, there's a lot of fun games to work on that, but that's not what we can concentrate on now. We can take you one step up. The person to the left of you and the person to the right of you will probably know how to do basic mathematics, computation. You need to know all of your units and to now I have given everyone 100% of participation points. That is because I have every expectation that you all will get the units right within the next 2 weeks. After that, we'll start taking it off. Um, you won't see those points anymore. And those of you who have not been coming to class for some good or bad reason, we will be living with those late nights and coming up with some sort of game strategies that we can start going from here with full knowledge that we have calculators we know how to use and units we know how to calculate. So that's me on a high horse beating a dead horse with a bad backlighting and kind of modeling it on those people that do this in YouTube. Hey, look, I'm now in the airport, and people actually watch. Hey, better light there. Thanks for listening. We'll have a great week. We're at the fun part of visualization, where this stuff starts to come together. And my expectation is by the end of the week, we will have at least half the class expert-ish, that they can help the other half of the class who might have been having issues with making it to class or other life issues going on. It starts to get fun from here, believe it or not, and you start to get some huge transferable skills that you'll see as we start putting videos together and the like. See ya, bye.